Hare Krishna. So the second of the most important verses in this section of Gita, we are seeing the 14th verse of the second chapter today, which goes, Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkhadah agama apayino anityam tam titikshasva bharata. Krishna says, O son of Kunti, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress and their disappearance in due course are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer seasons. They arise from sense perception, O scion of Bharata, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. So, in the previous verse, Krishna brought about the concept of soul, Dehi and Deha. So, Deha is always changing, Dehi is never changing. So, how is it that in this Deha, the Dehi experiences various emotions? So, if Dehi is constant, his experience in this material world also should be constant. But we see, kabhi khushi, kabhi gam. So, how is it that Dehi is going through various symptoms, various emotions, various dualities? So, Krishna says, how do these dualities come? Matra sparshahatu. Matra means sense objects and the way the sense objects interact with the senses basically. Matra means sense object. We have 5 senses knowledge acquiring. Which are they? Eyes, nose, ears, tongue and skin. Through these 5 senses we acquire knowledge. In these 5 senses also, the perception is always dual. So, there is sense of touch. Somebody pats me with a motherly affection or fatherly feeling, I feel happy. Somebody slaps me with anger, both are touch, but the expression or feeling is different. Somebody praises me, these are words, I feel happy. Somebody insults me, they are also words, but I feel distressed. If nice roses I am smelling, I feel happy. If filthy gutter I am smelling, I feel distressed. If palatable something which I like I am tasting, I feel happy. When something unpalatable I am tasting, I feel distressed. So, matra sparshastu. When sense comes in contact with their objects, it is always dual. So, Shita, Ushna, Sukha, Dukkha, Daha. So, material life or existence on material plane is never constant. यहाँ पे द्वंद्व रहेंगे ही रहेंगे. So, what should one do? Krishna says, Oh Arjuna, you must learn to tolerate them, not being disturbed by them. Many a times people give sermons कि अरे तुम जो चाहते हो कर सकते हो, आपको बस हिम्मत करने की देर है, आगे बढ़ने की देर है. क्या आपको लगता है कि केवल हिम्मत करने से, आगे बढ़ने से सब कुछ हो जाता है? उसका कोई हाथ नहीं है? नहीं. There is always, we should remember, 2-finger philosophy. 2 fingers represents, 1 finger represents our endeavors and the second finger represents Krishna's Svikruti. If I am endeavoring and if Krishna somehow is not giving Sukruti, why Krishna will not give Sukruti? Might be I desire but I do not deserve. हर कोई करोड़पति बनना चाहता है, लेकिन हर कोई करोड़पति बनने के योग्य है क्या? उसका पात्रत्व है क्या? नहीं, हर कोई करोड़पति बनता नहीं है. हर किसी के पास, हर कोई चाहता है मेरे पास एक BMW हो. हर किसी को मिलती है क्या? नहीं. So in this life it is always about deserving also, not only desiring. So when Krishna does not give his consent, majoritarily it is because we do not deserve, because of our previous karmas. सो जो हम चाहेंगे, जैसे हम चाहेंगे, जब हम चाहेंगे, नहीं होगा. सो कृष्णा सेज tam titikshasva. Oh my dear Arjuna, learn to tolerate these things. So this is a very important concept that is being introduced. You should learn to tolerate. We should learn to tolerate. And that is why one should not become disturbed. When one learns to tolerate, he knows, he has sunken it in his consciousness कि जीवन मेरे हिसाब से नहीं चलने वाला. Then life becomes very easy. He knows things will happen on its own accord. And that's why he uses two words. He says, he calls Arjuna Kaunteya, which means he designates motherly greatness. Your maternal side is so great. Kaunteya, Shita Ushna Sukha Dukkhada, Agama Apaino Anityam Tam Tidikshasva Bharat. Bharat, oh Bharat, not only from your mother's side, even from your father's side, you are a descendant of great Bharata. So you are coming from these great lineages. How can you forget your duty? One can never forget duty. One must come to duty, even though one likes or does not like. Srila Prabhupada gives two beautiful examples. He says that जब मई जून के महीने में बहुत ज्यादा गर्मी होती है, सो क्या माँ घर में तब रसोई नहीं पकाती? अरे इतनी गर्मी है, अभी आज सब उपवास करेंगे, ऐसा होता है क्या? नहीं. Similarly, the pujaris and sadhus who live on the mercy of Lord, they stay under some tree every night, and in the pitch cold of December end and January, they still take bath in Ganges and Yamuna rivers, freezing cold water. क्या वो उस समय स्नान नहीं करते? अरे बहुत ठंडी है, छुट्टी आज स्नान को नहीं. So one must do कर्तव्य. कल एग्जाम है, स्टूडेंट बोलेगा है मैं नहीं जाने वाला, ऐसा चलता है क्या? नहीं. क्यों? एक साल भर क्लासेस अटेंड की ताकि एग्जाम दे सके. सो एग्जाम ही नहीं दोगे तो क्लास जाने का फायदा ही क्या? उसी प्रकार से जीवन मिला है कर्तव्यों का निर्वाहन करने के लिए. कर्तव्य छोड़ के चले जाओगे अर्जुन तो जीवन मिलने का फायदा ही क्या? सो दीज आर टू वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वर्सेस, 13th and 14th. One gets us to the concept of soul, and one gets us to the concept of today's one gets us to the concept of why a living entity goes through difficulties and happinesses. Matra sparshyastu. And in all this, duty is foremost. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.